Let's get it. It's Too T3rpd. Okay, so this is usually the part where I ask, do you freestyle? But yeah, I ain't got nobody ask to freestyle this time, y'all. So I only freestyle when there's somebody here, so you ain't gonna get nothing from me today. I almost thought about it though. Yeah, cause it's the Too T3rpd show. And it's your boy Donovan, yeah, and we about to go with the team, yeah, we about to create a team, create back the vibes that we used to. Well, it's gonna be a little different though. The location, it ain't as jiggy, yo. But I got this fire background, yeah, and you know we clearing that sound, yeah. So you know we about to bring it back, yeah. It's Too T3rpd. I knew the music was gonna run out, so I thought it was gonna run out in time, but you know it ain't work. Oh well. Yeah, it's your boy Donovan, aka Mr. You Knew What It Was When You Signed Up, and this is Too T3rpd. Did that backwards, but yeah. Hell, it's been well over a month, so I'm still trying to get back in gear, man. And this is definitely under different circumstances, so y'all gonna have to bear with your boy. Okay, so as you can hear from the echo, it's just me. So we're gonna go ahead and get off with business first. So we'll explain that. Well, it ain't no elephant. We'll just explain why I've been gone. You know, yeah. What's been up? Where's Too T3rpd been, and where's it headed next? So yeah, we'll get started first. Why did I stop? So I stopped because the homie slumped. Unfortunately, could no longer do Too T3rpd. So I took a break because with what me and Slump had created, we had got to a point where I felt like we were like running on all optimals. And so when he had to leave, it kind of made me feel like I didn't want to start it up again until I had the components or, you know, the people, whatever I needed to be able to run it like we were and to keep pushing even further than what we had already been going. So I was trying to wait a little bit to try and find some interns, even homies that would, you know, come through, help me do this until I could figure out the finances and, you know, get a crew together to where I could start reaching out to companies to do things. Well, so far, it's been a journey, and I've definitely I've had some attempts, and I've had people definitely try to help me out. It's just scheduling and, you know, really trying to do this in the way that it needs to be done just hasn't really worked out. So instead of just delaying it like I have been, I decided, with the help of homies and, you know, of course, people just telling me, you know, bring it back. You got to start somehow. We're going to do audio. And in the meantime, it's just going to be me. Unless, you know, some of my homies, then guests and whatnot, don't mind not being on camera and just coming and doing some audio until we can figure out the whole audio situation and bring it back to, like I said, where we were. So in the meantime, yeah, it's just going to be me. And I'm going to be talking. I want to bring it back to, well, not even bring it back. So I always had a goal with podcasting, and with all the shows that I've done so far, there's always been a bigger vision. And so when I started podcasting, I always wanted a podcast where it was general topics, and I could also, you know, smoke weed, just have fun, just, you know, essentially have a homie session essentially every day. That would be my day job. And so I started Triple Dub, and that was shout out to the twins. That was with the homies. Like, you know, I always feel like there's three elements to a conversation there's three elements that you need to have a great conversation. And that was weed, wine, and water. And so we would talk about general topics, and we were all from North St. Louis. So we had our perspectives on, of course, how the city is, and how even the state is run. We talked about really national topics and global topics. It was dope. And so I've always loved that general topic, like Joe Budden, Joe Rogan type style. So that's how I started doing podcasting. Then jumped to a year later, and I really started getting into the whole cannabis scene and really wanted to blaze a path within the cannabis industry. So I got with my homie Ryan. I met him at one of the Elite Homegrowers first events. And you already know Flucker. Shout out to the homie. We met and, we instantly hit it off, and we was like, yo, I'm already starting a podcast. You're interested in one. Like, let's do one together. We could talk about weed. We could try even, try to get free weed and stuff like that. We could rate people's weed, whatnot. And so we started Too T3rpd. And as y'all can see, Too T3rpd turned into what it turned to, but it started to stray away from the whole triple dub thing. And so while I was creating Too T3rpd, shout out to the twins, like, they got regular jobs, and while it's fun doing this, that's time consuming as well. So they were like, we'll let you get into the new podcast, and, we're going to go ahead and do our thing. And so shout out to them for helping me even get started in this podcasting career. Like, for real. Hey, man, one of these days I'm going to have them on Too T3rpd so we can really just, y'all got to hear the story. I got to hear their story. Like, we got to make that happen, yo. And if you can, if you got time, and if you want to, go check out some of those triple dub episodes. Like, I'll give you a disclaimer. It's wild, and, the thoughts and opinions, some of them, still don't reflect today. So just remember that. I was in my 20s, so, I was a wild boy. Had a lot of thoughts and opinions. And, y'all probably find out what my opinions are now. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, so there's that. So here comes today. What I wanted to do when I first came back was bring like the whole gambit of what I wanted to do originally, was have Too T3rpd, but also have second episodes. So I have like maybe two a week, where it's just me talking and having general topics and conversations like I was with Triple Dub, but also still keeping the same format and the same thing that I had with Too T3rpd. Because now that I'm really getting ingrained into the St. Louis entertainment scene, I want to start really talking to entertainers more as well. And so I feel like until I can get it all the way figured out, I want to keep Wednesday interviews. So we'll definitely still be talking to entertainers, all cannabis culture people and industry people, legacy, all sorts. We'll still keep that the same way. But this Monday show I'm pretty sure it's going to drop on Mondays or Tuesdays. It's either going to be, I'm probably going to record it on Mondays and then drop it on Tuesdays, and then have y'all the Thursday episode as well. Like, I'm trying to get back to where it was, where I was doing like 2, maybe even 3 a week sometimes. Like, I'm feeling that hunger back, It's not that it ever left. I always wanted to do that, but with the way that I was moving and all the parts that we had, it only made sense to do it once a week. But now that I'm starting over, I'm really trying to figure out how to get to where I was and even further. Go ahead and start it on a path to where it's like, all right, all this stuff is gonna be bound to happen because you're making it happen already. So with that being said, this thing that I'm doing right now, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna call it, but it's still Too T3rpd, but it's gonna be like a extra component to Too T3rpd. And I definitely have some plans for this, but right now it's just gonna be audio only. And like I said, it'll be, consider it like a roundup, like, a weekly roundup or something like that. So it almost might not even make sense to do it on a Monday. It might make more sense to do it on a Friday. Whew. I'm figuring this out in real time. That's actually kind of dope. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But y'all gonna get more than one episode a week. That's what I do know for sure. Okay, and it'll just be general topics. I'm hoping to get a crew with that. So I'm hoping for 2 other people. That'd be dope. And we sit up here. And I'd like to be a weed person and then just, a regular person who, they might be in entertainment or they might just be, regular degular. And they might not even be into weed like that. That's what I'm actually kind of hoping. So then we can have, all these different perspectives. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. That'll be once a week with 2 other people, hopefully. We'll start with 1 and then, we'll slowly add on. But yeah, that's what iteration I have is just general topics. We'll talk about pop culture. We can talk about music. Talk about a little bit of everything. Well, even do like the hotline again. There's a new number. I got to get back to you on that one. We'll figure that out. I'll have that in the description and all of that. But yeah, bring back them vibes, man. I miss like people calling in, or I call people. Yeah, I want to bring that vibe back. And I never had that I did. I had that with 2T3rp at the beginning stages, but we're going to bring that back this time for real, and we're going to have it in full effect. I'm really excited for this, and I'm glad that I'm really doing this for real, yo. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is like probably my 8th take. So this is dope. I'm excited to finally be back, yo. It took me a minute to do this. I think a lot of it was just having that pride of like I need to have it exactly where it was, and it needs to be perfect, and it needs to be it's not 2T3rped if it isn't what it was. And it's like that's not true. You gotta sometimes shift it up a little bit. You gotta change things up to be able to elevate to that next level. And so that's what I've been realizing with these last couple of months is I've done a whole like shift. I've literally like changed and started from step 1 in damn near every aspect of my life. So the last time we were on here, I talked about how I had recently moved. I had quit the route. That's still the case. I haven't gone back to the route. Like I'm still, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that for real though. I gotta start. Yeah, y'all gonna start getting a little bit more of me this time around. That's what. Yeah, the general topic podcast will be. It'll be y'all get to know me and y'all get to know who Donovan is behind just hosting 2T3rpd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do all this entertainment shit too, so I want to start bringing that side out for real now. I feel like that's my that's my interviewer side right there. Whenever I'm doing like the regular version of 2T3rpd, like what I've been doing with 2T3rpd to begin with was me really trying to get my interviewer bag on, because that is very guest heavy. And I've always loved that, but it's a love-hate relationship because it's difficult to do a predominantly guest-driven podcast. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, guest-driven podcast. That's hard. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. But that's essentially what 2T3rpd has been for the last 4 years. And so I want to change that up. Not only do I still want it to be, we still, like I said, we still gonna do the weekly guests and all that, but I also just want to do an iteration where it's just like me having a regular crew, or like I said, just myself to start out with until we can figure out some things, and I just shoot the shit and really be able to show that I can do that as well too. Like I can host, I can just sit up here and have general conversations. I'm a pretty cool dude. Like, yeah, I like to have fun, man. Like, go back and listen to the Triple Dub episodes. Like, y'all, I want to bring more of who Donovan C is, a lot of the other things that I've been doing and what it is that I'm cooking up. Like, yeah, there's multifacets to this. And I always wanted that for 2T3rpd, but I just started it out with how I did. And I'm glad I did, because it gave me time to sit back and start creating all these irons to put in the fire. Yeah. Like them iron rods. I got multiple of them now. So that's what I've been working on these last couple of months. So that's what we'll talk about next. Is what have I been up to? So I've been improvising, of course. Never gonna stop doing that. At least nowhere in the near time future. That's for sure. I love improv. I love where it's leading me to. So that's shout out to some black people Shout out to Premature Improvisation. And shout out Cud, yo. Cuddle. Actually, Cuddle. Yeah. Those are my 3 improv teams that I'm on. So I've been doing improv nonstop, you know. Love it. Love being on that. Love being with my team, yo. Love being on the stage with my teams and all that. Like, it's just, yeah. It's been fire. So, as a matter of fact, we'll do some business with that. So, shout out to some black people. We got a show next Friday, April 18th, 10 p.m., main stage, cage match. Y'all already know we about to go crazy. We need y'all there to help us vote us into the next round. Y'all gonna get a fire performance. You already know. We about to do the damn thing. So, hope to see y'all there. Yeah. Shout out cage match. Let's win that shit. Let's go. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've been writing. Yeah, I've been writing. Learning how to write. Yeah, I've been doing a whole learning how to be a creative in general. I think that's been these last 3 months is really getting into my, like, how deep is this entertainment bag gonna go? And I'm realizing it's very deep. So I've been directing, producing, and writing a sketch show. Shout out to my homie Lucius. Shout out to the homie Maggie. And shout out Jessica. So far, they have been a very integral part in making this happen. And it's been amazing. And August 23rd, y'all gonna see some fire shit. That's all I'm gonna give y'all so far. Because I plan on having all of them on in many different iterations. But definitely at one point, I want to have, a group on to talk about the sketch show and what all we've been working on, what we cooking up. There's gonna be a lot with this, so I'm excited for that. But that's all I can tell you right now is that's what's happening. I'm creating a sketch show. So yeah, I've been doing that. I've been acting, yo. Yeah, I'm getting my acting bag. Not only on my own shit, but yeah. I did somebody else's production as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting lit out here, yo. Y'all, I'm putting these irons in there, yo. They cooking. Okay, but for real though. So, shout out Alexia Dixon. Yeah, that's the homie, the director of the short film that I was in. Yeah, I'm excited for that, yo. I can't wait to give y'all the date of the premieres, show y'all the link and all that. Whatever, however it goes, I'm excited. I know that it's supposed to premiere at High Point, though. So we'll see if I'll be able to tell y'all the location so y'all can pull up, check it out. Yeah, it's going to be lit, yo. My acting debut, man. I'm excited. So, yeah, all the things that I said I wanted to accomplish and I know I've talked about on here multiple times. It's happening, yo. It took me a couple months, y'all, to take a break, and trust me, I've been missing this so much. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm back in it, y'all probably not gonna be able to get rid of me now, cause I did the hardest part. Real talk, and that's turn this roadcaster on and talking to this mic by myself. Yeah, now that I've done that, now I feel a lot more comfortable, and it's about to get lit, yo. So I'm excited what all it is that we'll be talking about. And don't I gotta remind y'all too, this is Too Terp, so I'm definitely a little terped right now. So that's another reason why I'm going on these rambles and shit like that. It's definitely hot talk. Yeah, just wanted to get that across. But anyway, yeah, so that's essentially what I've been doing. Yeah, I think that's a good synopsis of what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been clearly not podcasting, but improving, acting. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got one more thing that I've been doing. I've been hyping. That's what we're gonna call it. I've been hyping because you already know me and the homie so and so, we created this music mashup night that we're calling So Terped. And so Terped consists of hip hop and R&B and music mashups. Me and him. So right now we're at the monthly every third Saturday. So this Saturday, as a matter of fact, we will be at the Get Down Purple Quarters. My bad. Yeah, on the 12th. So Saturday, April 12th, 9 p.m. to close. Me and the homie so terped. We gonna be in the building. Get down purple quarters. It's gonna be lit. Hope to see y'all there. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, we creating an experience. So I can't give none of y'all the details. I'm doing this shit again. But yeah, we got something that's brewing. So come and see the beginning process of what it is that we creating. Shout out Purple Quarters for, supporting. I appreciate y'all for real. This is dope. This has been one of my dreams that I've been trying to make come true for a minute, and for y'all to, help make this vision come true is amazing. So shout out Tony and Joe. Y'all lit as fuck. You already know. Shout out to the bro so, man. He goes crazy. That's the bro. I'm excited. We'll be cooking up. So yeah, make sure y'all come through Saturday. It's gonna be lit. And check out So Terped. Yeah. Okay, so that's what all I've been doing. Now, what's the future of Too Terped? I talked about it basically. We're gonna have, starting off, 2 episodes a week. It's gonna be me talking, doing general topics. Haven't decided what I'm gonna call this iteration of Too Terped yet, because it's still gonna be Too Terped. I just haven't figured out what's gonna be that catchy thing. Maybe y'all can help me figure that out. Yeah, that'll be dope. So if y'all can help me know what that's gonna be, like, slip in the DMs. Maybe I'll make a clip. See if we can do like see what y'all want to call it. See if I can help name it. That's gonna be lit. Okay. So yeah, we'll have the general topics, Too Terped. And we'll have maybe it'll just be Terp Talk. No, it ain't gonna be Terp Talk because we ain't talking about terps. So yeah, I don't know what we'll call it. We'll figure it out. Of course, we'll have the regular episodes of Too Terped. It's gonna be audio only for the foreseeable future until we can get everything back cracking. And y'all already know, once I figure that out, we about to go crazy, because I definitely had things in mind. Yeah, so those are the things that I have set for Too Terped right now. Is 2 episodes coming to you a week, for once a week for now, at least for the next 2 weeks. Cause yeah, I got some dudes that want to come on, finally bring this shit back. We're gonna bring it back in a good way too. I'll talk to them, see if they're interested or they want to wait till the video, because I would understand if they want to do video. I get it, but I know there's gonna be some of the homies that are cool with just doing audio, so we're gonna figure that one out. Yeah, we're gonna run it, but yeah, so we're gonna do that. And I believe that's all that I need to touch on what the future of Too Terped is. Yeah, we coming with you. We coming back. Yeah, we coming back. That's basically the thing to say. We coming back. It's gonna be a little different, but don't sweat it. We had to drop down a little bit to essentially just jump back up, because that's what the fuck we finna do. Don't worry about it. Nope. Okay. Well, hey. Maybe swear a little bit. At least, let me get this rust off. There we go. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Like, look at me. I'm going crazy. I ain't even used no sound effects. I gotta really figure. I'm tripping. Just for fun, man. I gotta do something. Get it light up in here. Okay. Now, back to it. All right. So, another way to help us get back to this, because like I said, I'm trying to make this my for real profession this time around. I'm trying to be a full-time entertainer. So yeah, I need y'all assistance with that. I can only do that with the help of y'all. So I'm about to bring this Patreon back. Definitely have some things for it. Don't sign up just yet. I'm probably gonna take it to where, can't nobody sign up for it yet, and then I'm gonna roll it back out, because I got some plans. Yeah, we about to bring Patreon back, so that's one payway that I'm gonna need from y'all. I'm definitely getting ready to start working on the merch again, because yeah, that's gotta happen, yo. Too Terped merch has to be out in the streets, yo. I guess gotta get that back rolling. So we gonna get the merch back. Trust and believe. Like, it's actually gonna get out to the masses this time too, because ain't no more playing no games. Even if we gotta start out a little bit differently than what I wanted to at first, trust, it's about to go crazy. Y'all gonna be proud. That's all I know. We definitely about to get it going. But okay, now that I talked about that, let's talk about sponsorship opportunities, because that's what's gonna make this thing thrive. Okay, so shout out to the homie Wade and We Supply Medical. He's been holding it down with the flower sponsorships. But I also want to open it up to others as well. Of course, we still going to have Wade passing out the fire, hooking our guests up. But I also want to open it up to other sponsorships as well. So if y'all want to submit y'all flower, just hit us up in the emails or the DM. And, we could definitely get something figured out with the flower sponsorships. Because I'm still trying to get my guest on to the legacy market. And, hell, if y'all corporate companies want to start rocking with me on the flower tip, that'd be appreciated too. We can start putting them on to whatever it is that we got going on in the corporate side too. Because I definitely plan on getting outside of Missouri as well. Like, it's time to go ahead and bring this Too T3rpd experience across the fucking nation, yo. Like, I really feel that way. And I also want to get them hooked on to what it is that we got going on in Missouri. So it's going to be an even exchange. So for real this time, I'm about to get the fuck up out of Missouri and start pushing this Too T3rpd and Missouri cannabis brand. Like, this Missouri cannabis culture, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the brand. The Missouri cannabis culture, that's what it is. Yeah, the Missouri cannabis culture. That's what I'm about to start putting on to these other states. Let them know that we just as good as Cali, all these other states, if not motherfucking better, because we the motherfucking show me state. So yeah, let's start working on that. And as far as other sponsorships, you already know. Yeah, if y'all want me to keep promoting things on the Too T3rpd social media accounts, that's fine. But we're gonna start doing a payment. Yeah, so I really can't do no more free posts, yo. So if you send me a repost, also ask for something, or ask for the price list, because that's the only way that I'm gonna start reposting things on the Too T3rpd list, unless I fuck with you. So you already know, if you fam and stuff like that, I got you. But as far as this other shit, hey man, y'all gonna start paying, because this is a business at the end of the day. So yeah, we about to start doing paid ads. So if y'all want to work with us on that, definitely got your podcast ads if y'all want to hook up with that. So legacy, corporate, I'm really speaking of corporate on this one, because we trying to, hey, come on man, rock with your boy. Y'all already know. That's what we gonna talk about before we go any further, yo. My fucking experience with corporate Missouri cannabis. It's a very interesting one. To be honest with you, I feel like everybody, it's no secret, but this is a legacy podcast. This is how I came up, was through the legacy market and whatnot, and the legacy cannabis industry, whatever you want to call it. That's how I came up, man, was through homegrowers supporting me, coming through and appreciating, what I have to say about cannabis, letting their experience be known, giving me the honor of, coming through to my places where I host this at and giving their stories. Like, that's been something that I'll never, ever, I'll always be loyal to, because I wouldn't be here without the legacy market. But with that being said, the legacy market can't pay like corporate does. Shit, I ain't gonna sit up here and fake it with y'all. Let's just be real. And so with that being said, while you already know I'm always gonna be true to the legacy, I also want to branch out to corporate as well. And I want to start getting some money, man, so we can start making this. Hey, I want to keep on talking to legacy outside of just Missouri, yo. I really want this to span, but I also want this to be something that's just for the cannabis culture in general. I've always been that way. But, I've had a little bit of resistance, if you're going to keep it real, from corporate. And so I'm asking corporate now to go ahead, man. Let's start working together. Let's start figuring out these partnerships. Let's really start doing something real, yo. I see it happening in other cities. So come on, man. Let's start working together. Let's start making some amazing things happen. So if you want some sponsorship opportunities, I'm going to start reaching out to some companies. If you want to reach out to me, y'all already know, hit the DM, hit the email, toottrpd@gmail.com. Y'all, like, let's start doing this, yo. I really am ready to be back, for real. I'm excited to be back. This is amazing. All right. Wow. I basically got 30 minutes off. That's crazy. I did it. Oh, man, I feel so good right now. Y'all have no clue, yo. This is amazing. I'm going to listen back to it. I'm pretty sure I don't have to make any edits to this one. This is amazing. Proud of myself. This next episode, I will definitely come a lot more prepared. I wrote some things down, but I didn't, it wasn't enough. It was clearly about 8 takes, not enough. So, but I did it. I'm excited for this next iteration. It'll definitely be what it's supposed to be working up towards. Yeah, it'll be the format, all that stuff this next time around. So we won't be doing all this little catch up. But I feel like I owed it to everybody to kind of, actually, I ain't owe it to y'all. I just wanted to do this for me, to be honest. I needed something to get myself back into it. And I felt like an explanation on why it's going to be the way that it is. Because it's definitely not about to be the same quality as far as visually. But all the things that it was before is about to be just that and even motherfucking better. So I just needed to do this so I could get the ball rolling. So yeah, we're back, and we will be back every week now. Don't get it twisted, because now I've done it by myself and now I ain't got no excuse. So with that being said, it's your boy Donovan, aka Mr. You Knew What It Was when you signed up, and it's been Too T3rp. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, all social medias, as a matter of fact, at Too T3rp. Make sure you follow that YouTube. I ain't got that hotline number yet. I'll have it for next episode. But yeah, we about to start doing. I'm definitely gonna need it now. Y'all hit up that hotline and give me some. As a matter of fact, just hit my Too T3rp DMs right now, mainly on Instagram, and start running me like things that y'all want to talk about, because I'm definitely about to do that this next episode. I'm gonna need y'all help. This is gonna be fun, yo. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what it is that's what's to come. But your boy back, and I ain't going nowhere. And yeah, it's time. It's time for me to go ahead and let everybody know what Too T3rp, why we won this Best Podcast Cannabis Award, and why we get ready to win plenty more. Yeah, it's time. Yeah, well, your boy back. Fuck that shit. I'm about to be on my shit, yo. Y'all about to find out who Donovan really is. Not only the dude of Too T3rp, but the entertainer overall, yo. This is about to be fun. Yeah. Woo. I'm excited, y'all. I got the juice back. Yeah. Yeah, it's time. But okay. Enough rambling. I'll be back next week. Peace.
It's Too T3rp.
Ooh, yeah, get it. It's Too T3rp with it. Yeah. I ain't gonna do no stuff. I'm about to run it up. Yeah, let me get off here before I mess this up.